I work at the same company as my husband, different department. About 2 months ago, I slid into an emotional affair with a coworker, R. It started with lunches and Slack jokes and a few, "you just get me" moments I should have put a stop to right there. I felt like I deserved a spark after a long season of stress. I was convinced I wasn't lying because I was being honest, that I had feelings for him, but I wasn't thinking of all the lies I was telling my husband. I told my husband I was attracted to R, that I wanted to take things further but didn't want to because I loved him and didn't want to hurt him. I just wanted it out there just in case. But that's the kind of truth that still manipulates, because it shifts the burden to the betrayed partner. He panicked and hovered. I used that to justify moving faster with R. Few days later, I slept with him, and internally I blamed husband because his overbearing nature pushed me to cross the lines. D-Day number 1, I admitted the emotional affair. We cried. He asked me if I wanted the marriage. I said yes and no in the same breath. I wanted the safety of my husband and the high of R. I agreed to no contact, and I meant it for about 5 days. D-Day number 2, I'd already gone physical by then. I lied, said I'd cut it off, and then caved the minute R texted, "thinking about you." I confessed the physical escalation only after my husband confronted me. I said all the cliche things. "I don't know what I want. I love you. You're a great husband. He makes me feel alive." He asked me to choose. I said I would. I did not. We tried again. I framed my tears as progress. "Look, I'm grieving. I'm getting better." What I was really doing was white-knuckling the withdrawal while keeping the door open. I didn't rebuild a single safety behavior. I did not volunteer transparency. He had to ask for it. He started checking my phone sometimes. We talked about location sharing. He said he needed it to feel secure. I nodded and acted like it was an insult to my privacy. Now I realize it wasn't. It was the bare minimum after what I did. Then my phone died and I got a new one. I didn't re-enable location sharing right away, even though it would have taken me 2 minutes. He sent a soft, non-demanding text. "When you get a chance, can you please set location sharing back up?" "It helps me feel secure," I snapped back. "Jesus, would you ever leave it alone?" My cheating wrecked our whole life, and I had the nerve to be annoyed about him asking for this. D-Day number 3. He looked through my phone. I was texting R again. I didn't even have some dramatic reason, just that hit of attention. That's when he found out that we had been physical. My husband was furious, and so was I, because it's easier to be angry about privacy than to face what I'd done. He said I was trying to live in 2 places at once, the security of him and the spark of R. That is exactly what I was doing. He gave me a speech, calm but final, about growth that has to come from me, but that never did. I told him I was scared of losing him, and I've decided to be someone trustworthy. He said he's done being responsible for my growth. He said if I don't want to do the work, I'm not the partner he needs or the model the kids need. I heard it, and part of me still wanted to ask for one more chance. One more gentle tone, one more chance where he looks the other way while I do my thing. The other part of me wanted to run back to R and avoid the shame. I cheated. I lied. I did rug sweeping with tears. I kept saying I'm confused while I did very clear, very damaging things. I don't know if my marriage survives this. Today, all I actually control is whether I stop contact, tell the truth without being cornered, and reestablish basic decency towards my husband. I should have done all of that on day 1. I didn't. Update. It's been 6 weeks since my first post. We were supposed to go on a vacation that had been booked in advance. Well, it never happened. He canceled it the morning after D-Day number 3 and told me he couldn't sit across from me in a beautiful place pretending we were okay. He moved into a short-term rental a week later. He said he wanted space to think and to stop living in constant alert. There's no dramatic affair fog speech to share here. It's uglier and smaller than that. I went full no contact with R the day he left, not to save my marriage, too late, but because a clean life can't have 2 romantic channels. I changed my number. I told HR there had been an inappropriate relationship with a coworker in a different department and asked to move buildings. That meeting was humiliating and necessary. HR documented it, R got talked to, and we were reminded of policy. There wasn't a formal write-up for me, but the message was clear. Do it again and you're done. The rumor mill churned anyway. People know enough to fill in the rest. At home, I finally turned over everything. Passwords, phone logs, the awkward little details I'd minimized. He told me he appreciated the clarity and that it didn't change his decision. He said, "I've been begging you to choose the marriage for weeks." I'm not begging anymore. I started therapy with a counselor who specializes in infidelity and compulsive avoidance. If I had started earlier, maybe we'd be in a different place. That's speculation and a way to bargain with reality. Here's reality. I was warned. I was shown what he needed to feel safe. I made it a negotiation. I kept a door crack for R until I slammed it only because I'd lost something, not because I'd chosen a better person to be. There are kids. I won't describe them beyond saying they didn't choose this. We agreed on a temporary schedule while the legal side gets worked out. He's not punishing me. I know he's just following through. He told me I can be a good parent and still not be his partner. I didn't have a response to that because it's true. People in my life have tried to help in ways that don't help. A friend said, "Everyone makes mistakes," which is both true and useless. Another asked if my husband was overreacting by leaving after I finally went no contact. He is not overreacting. He reacted to months of lying, double tracking, and making him shoulder my growth. If you're a wayward who is tempted to look for the friend who will say the thing that keeps you comfortable, I hope you don't. Comfort is what kept me doing harm. R messaged me once through a third-party app about a week after I changed my number. I didn't respond. I told my therapist and documented it. It didn't make me feel desired. It made me feel like I'd trained my brain to treat attention like oxygen. The worst part is that my husband didn't explode. He didn't throw my things out or torch me online. He sent a short email to a few family members saying we're separating, that there was infidelity, and that he won't discuss details. He told me I could craft my own statement. I wrote 2 sentences. I betrayed him. I'm sorry for the hurt I caused. I won't be taking questions. That's the entire press release of a life you set on fire. Legal separation is underway. I'm not contesting or trying to drag this out to keep him attached to me. I used to think accountability would earn forgiveness in the end. It doesn't. It's just what the person who caused harm owes, whether they get a reward or not. I'm learning to stop turning every action into a bid to be taken back. He does not owe me reconciliation. He owes the kids stability and himself peace. He's pursuing both. There's a line I kept repeating before. I don't know what I want. I knew exactly what I wanted. I wanted a fall-proof life with the thrill of being chosen by someone new. The only thing I didn't want was the cost. So I pretended confusion while I spent everything we had. If you're standing where I stood and your betrayed spouse is telling you they need real safety, location sharing, device access, proactive honesty, permanent no contact, ownership of your choices, and you're hearing it as control or bad timing, understand they are asking for oxygen in a room you set on fire. If your next move is, "I'll think about it," know that you are choosing the flames. He's gone. We're working out the divorce. There isn't a twist ending where I say he came back after seeing how sorry I am. He didn't. He shouldn't have to. My work now is to become someone whose apologies aren't just words that buy me more time, but actions that make me safe to be around for the people who still have to be in my life. That won't win him back.